it's Kathy here. How long does your Scentsy fragrance and wax last in your warmer? So when you're heating up your warmer and you're doing it, how long does this wax gonna last? Now, if you look at Scentsy guidelines and the statistics, probably about 10 to 15 hours your cubes of wax will last in a warmer. And then you'll notice the fragrance is going away. So my thought is if I burn this warmer all the time and I want to do this all day, probably by the end of the day or mid next day, I'm going to notice that I don't have a lot of fragrance left. And then I'm going to want to change it up. But maybe I only burn my wax, a few hours a day. Well, then I'm probably going to extend this warmer and wax probably a week and then changing it up. In the past, I've always thought about Scentsy Saturday or Scentsy Sunday as a place where I go around and change up my wax. So you're going to want to go ahead and do the sniff test. If you don't smell any fragrance coming out of your Scentsy wax anymore, then the fragrance has melted and went into the air. The big thing is never ever add a new cube to an existing wax, because all it's going to do is drown out the fragrance. What happens when the wax burns is the wax stays actually in the warmer. The scent floats into the air for us to smell, and then all that remains is the paraffin wax that's left in here with little to none as far as the fragrance. So 10 to 15 hours is my statistic or my rule of thumb, and then you're going to want to change up your wax. Thanks, everybody.